So you are going to Saudi Arabia, maybe as a tourist or maybe for a pilgrim such as Hajj or Umrah, and you want to get yourself a Saudi SIM card because you know that international roaming is expensive. Even though most operators have dedicated Hajj/Umrah packages, getting a Saudi SIM card is still cheaper. But what do you need to be aware of? Well, in this video I will tell you everything you need to know about buying a SIM card in Saudi Arabia as a tourist or for Hajj/Umrah. Let's just get started. Hi! It's Adu for Phone Travelers, where we talk about everything related to traveling with your phone, such as buying a SIM card in Saudi Arabia as a tourist or for Umrah, Hajj. I'll just say tourist just to include it all. If videos like that sound interesting to you, make sure to subscribe to this channel. So if you've watched my how to buy a SIM card in Saudi Arabia video, which, well, is up there if you want to watch it. If you haven't watched it, I said that the operators may only sell you tourist SIM cards, which also includes Umrah and Hajj. Just to repeat it again, if they know that you are a short-term visitor. Well, these SIM cards are usually a little bit more expensive compared to the standard SIM cards, but you do get extra perks such as credit for international calls and all this type of stuff. Because of this, I made this dedicated video in case you are unable to get a regular SIM card or you just want to know what type of options are available if you're visiting Saudi Arabia as a tourist. So let's just get started. So in Saudi Arabia, you have 6 different operators. You have STC, Jari, Mobily, Zain, Virgin Mobile, and Labara. While only STC, Mobily, and Zain offer SIM cards dedicated to tourists or those for Umrah and Hajj. Jari is actually a sub-brand by STC. From what I know, they may not even give you a Jari SIM card if they know that you are there for, let's say, Umrah or Hajj, but that's not always the case. And Virgin Mobile and Labara, they will just sell you the SIM card regardless for the purpose of visit. So you can also consider going with them, which you can learn more about if you watch the videos up in the eye up there. But these are the dedicated SIM cards for tourists and Umrah and Hajj. So let's just see what our options are. So let's start with STC with the Sawa Sierra SIM card, which costs 34.50 SAR. It comes with 100 megabytes, 60 Sierra to Sierra numbers, minutes not numbers, and 20 SAR in credit, and they come with dedicated packages. In most cases, when you get a dedicated tourist SIM card, you can only buy one of the dedicated tourist packages. One exception is Zain, but I will be talking about that a little bit later. So with Sierra, you have these 2 options coming with data, credit for international calls, STC Wi-Fi, and yeah, those are your perks and your options with STC. If you go with Mobily, they sell dedicated Hajj and Umrah SIM cards, so no tourist SIM cards. So if you're a tourist, you can just get one of the regular SIM cards if you want. The Hajj and Umrah SIM cards, they cost 30 SAR and they come with 2 gigabytes of data for the first 3 days. You can get one of these 3 packages, 3050.99, coming with data, on-net minutes, off-net minutes, and credit for international calls. Depending on where you are in Saudi Arabia, the package has a different validity. If you are in Saudi Arabia for Umrah, then the package is valid for 30 days. If you're in Saudi Arabia for Hajj, then the package is valid for 45 days. Why there's a difference, I can't tell you, but that's just how it is. With Zain, you can get a dedicated tourist SIM card called the Visitor Line, or the ones for Umrah and Hajj. The Visitor Line costs 63.50 SAR, which includes 2 gigabytes of data, unlimited on-net minutes, and some local calls. 30 local minutes, quickly to check. And you can get one of these visitor packages, visitor 55.99 all the way up to 3.99, coming with data, social media data, on-net minutes, local minutes, and credit for international calls and SMS. If you get yourself an Hajj or Umrah SIM card, you can do so for 34.50 SAR. And the thing with this SIM card is that you can get some of the regular packages that Zain sells, unlike STC and Mobily, where they restrict you to dedicated tourist or Umrah/Hajj SIM cards, or packages I meant. With Zain, you can get some of the regular packages, not all of them, just 2 of the 6 or 7 on top of my head, but there's still options. So one of the packages that you can get is the unlimited calls and internet bundles, which are short-term daily bundles coming with unlimited data or unlimited local calls and data for 24 hours. Or you can get the internet bundles / voice internet bundles. Though the term voice is used in the bundle name, you get no call credit, it's just data. Why they use the name voice, I don't know. But hey, coming with data starting from 1 day all the way up to 90 days, from 2 SCR all the way up to 450 SCR. So those are your tourist / Umrah/Hajj options. Well, where can you actually get these SIM cards? These SIM cards are primarily sold at the airports, international airports. Do know that SIM card registration is mandatory in Saudi Arabia, just like most Middle Eastern countries, are actually most countries around the world. But in addition to registering your SIM card with your passport information or GCC ID, if you're coming from other GCC countries which are Bahrain, Kuwait, Oman, Qatar, and United Arab Emirates. Wow, I said that quickly. That was kind of impressive, at least to me, sorry. Fingerprints will also be taken, which applies to everybody, so Saudi citizens, people visiting for Umrah, tourists, Haji, everybody. I do know that if you're not a Saudi citizen, you can only have 2 SIM cards on your name, so 2 Saudi SIM cards on your name, whereas Saudi citizens, they can have 10 SIM cards on their name. That's it for buying a SIM card in Saudi Arabia as a tourist for Haji or Umrah. Like I said, regular SIM cards are also available, which you can watch in the video or the how-to video up there. If you want to learn more about the operators in Saudi Arabia, so all 6 of them, like coverage, speeds, more internet packages and stuff like that, a dedicated Saudi Arabia SIM card buying guide, which you can also watch up there. And I have a playlist of videos focusing on these individual operators, so STC, Saudi Arabia, Mobily, going more in depth, talk about everything you need to know about these operators, which I have a playlist also on the eye up there. So many things in the eye up there, such a useful future. So that's it for buying a SIM card in Saudi Arabia as a tourist or for Haji and Umrah. Make sure to also check out my blog phonetours.com/KSA-guide, where you can read more about these operators as well. If you want to buy SIM cards in other Middle Eastern countries, then this playlist shown on the screen is there for you. And yeah, that's it for today. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.